Happy Gilmore is an aspiring ice hockey player who possesses a powerful and dangerous slap shot that his late father taught him as a child. However, Happy also possesses an over-aggressive streak and lack of skating talent that consistently preclude him from joining a hockey team. His grandmother, who raised him after his father died, has not paid her taxes for many years. As such, she owes $270,000 to the IRS, and the house that Happy's grandfather built with his bare hands is about to be seized. Gilmore has only 3 months to come up with the money, or else the house will be sold. Grandma Gilmore is forced to temporarily move into a retirement home, run by a sadistic manager named Hal. While repossessing Grandma's furniture, a pair of movers challenge Happy to hit golf balls, and his unorthodox hockey slap shot hits 400 yards 3 times, winning $40 as a result. This gives Happy the idea to go to the driving range to hustle golfers with his swing. When his progress is noticed by former golf star and current club pro Chubbs Peterson, whose pro golf career ended when his right hand was bitten off by an alligator, he convinces Happy to enter a local tournament by telling him he can make the money to buy back his grandmother's house. Happy wins the tournament and earns a spot on the pro golf tour. Chubbs advises Happy to hold off on joining the tour for 6 months, so that Chubbs can make him a better all-around golfer. Against Chubbs's advice, Happy joins the tour immediately. On the tour, Happy makes an instant enemy of pretentious and arrogant star shooter McGavin, who sees Happy as a detriment to golf and a threat to his career. In addition, Happy discovers that although he has a powerful drive, his putting is terrible, and his violent outbursts and lack of golf etiquette eventually prompts Shooter to ask Doug Thompson, the commissioner of the tour, to expel Happy. But Happy's antics are garnering the tour's highest television ratings, increasing attendance and drawing more youthful sponsors, and Shooter's request is denied. To help Happy cool down and start acting more professionally, tour PR head Virginia Vinite is assigned to him by the tour. In addition to a romance forming between the two, Happy tells Virginia the truth of why he entered the tour, and she agrees to keep it between them. Happy begins to develop a cooler head, while continuing to improve in tournaments, much to the chagrin of Shooter, who decides to take matters into his own hands and hire Donald, a mentally unbalanced fan, to heckle Happy at the next tournament, the Pepsi Pro-Am, a tournament where tour pros team up with celebrities. At the tournament, Happy is paired with Bob Barker, then executive producer of the long-running CBS daytime game show, The Price is Right. Donald immediately starts taunting and distracting him by calling Happy a jackass, taking Happy's focus off his game so much that he plays terribly. Exasperated at Happy's poor performance, Barker even begins heckling him before they break into a full-scale brawl, which Barker wins. As a result, Happy is suspended from the tour and fined $25,000. All is not lost as Happy secures an endorsement deal with Subway, which gives him enough money to buy back Grandma's house and pay the fine. However, Happy discovers that the house is to be sold at an auction, something he did not know before. Despite bidding the entire sum of his endorsement deal, Happy is summarily outbid by Shooter, who has purchased the house to leverage a deal with Happy. He will let him have the house back in return for quitting the tournament. As the house was his sole reason for entering, Happy immediately agrees, but is dissuaded by Virginia, who tells him that his grandma would rather see him succeed at life than have the house, and that his true talent lies in golfing, not hockey. Happy then decides to make a bet with his rival based on the upcoming tour championship. If Happy places higher than Shooter, he gets the house back, but if Happy finishes behind Shooter, he will leave the tour. Shooter agrees. Although Virginia is confident Happy will win, Happy is not as sure and seeks the help of Chubbs. Happy finally admits his own mistakes and agrees to work with Chubbs. Together they head to a miniature golf course so Happy can improve his putting, which he does. Pleased with Happy's progress, Chubbs gives his protege a modified putter, fashioned in the shape of a hockey stick, as a present to use for the tournament. In return, Happy presents Chubbs with the head of the alligator that took his hand, which Happy had killed in a previous tournament. Horrified by the sight, Chubbs reels backward and falls out an open window to his death. Determined to win the tournament for Chubbs, Happy is evenly matched with Shooter after the first 2 rounds. Shooter is stunned that Happy has been keeping up with him, and by the end of the 3rd day of the tournament, Happy is leading Shooter. In desperation, Shooter once again calls on Donald. The next day, Shooter's plan comes into action, as Donald hits Happy with a Volkswagen Beetle, which he proceeds to ram into a television tower at the 18th hole. An injured Happy refuses to forfeit the tournament, but quickly discovers that he has lost the ability to hit the long drive and drops from the lead by several shots heading into the final holes. However, after applying a lesson from Chubbs and receiving an important morale boost from Grandma, he is able to refocus and ties Shooter going to the 18th hole. After Shooter makes his shot for par, the TV tower collapses and blocks Happy's putt for birdie. Happy is forced to take his shot with the tower in the way, and once again uses what Chubbs taught him to make a trick shot to win the Tour Championship in the house.
Oh my God!
Afterwards, a hysterical Shooter attempts to steal Happy's gold jacket, but is quickly beaten up by Happy's old boss, Mr. Larson, and an angry mob of spectators. The film closes with Happy being congratulated by the two-handed ghost of Chubbs, Abraham Lincoln, and the alligator.